What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So after LG, like we reached the point where, you know, we got org offers, but it's kind of like there's only so much an org can offer you for what they're asking for. You know what I'm saying? So like, for example, if an org will offer you a check, but they want you to promote all their sponsors, there's more value in going solo or starting your own team and getting your own deals versus them
100%.
salarying you to promote their sponsors.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And that's why you see a lot of big creators that aren't signed to teams because, you know, they are
the fucking team.
They are the team.
They are the influence, you know? Like,
exactly.
That's also an important realization too, because some people never get out of that, where they don't realize that their own influence is worth more than, you know, being on a team. Like you know, people join FaZe and FaZe blows them up.
That's why I won't join FaZe, because I know I'm bigger than them.
But anyways, but there's some people that, like, you know, they can join a team and it'll help them out, but then there's people that will join a team and they help the team more than the team helps them out. You know what I mean? Like exactly. You guys starting 1%, you're like, dude, I can talk to these same sponsors. You're like, Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but that was the intention. Like to start our own team and, you know, get our own sponsors that, you know, we manage the deliverables, so we don't have to spam tweets on our timelines and, you know, all that. We wanted control over that again.
It was a good announcement.
With no investors. Yeah.
You guys had everyone hyped.
Oh yeah, it was cool. I mean, the house, we bought that house too. Like, you know,
holy shit.
Yeah. So if you want, I could talk about that. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So we actually bought that house. The deal we got was 3.8 million for that house, and it was split 4 ways. So, there's a lot of good reasons why we got that house. So we rented houses every single year. The 1% house? No, that's in Florida. Okay. That's in Parkland.
Okay.
So yeah, we got that house, and the whole goal of the house was obviously to create content for the 1% channel. And but not only that, there's also a lot of benefit to it on the financial side, because the house is actually a tax shelter. You could save so much money just by owning real estate. And
okay. See, that's what I want to do too.
Yeah, dude. And
I just don't know anything about it.
Yeah, listen to this. Like a year later, the housing market just goes through the roof. Now we're able to we actually listed the house for sale. It's for sale right now, and we have a couple offers. We have a couple offers for like high 4, like 4.6, 4.5.
What a flip.
So I mean,
$1.5 million real quick.
I'm gonna be honest, we got lucky with that. We did not expect to.
For sure.
Yeah, we did not expect to turn that around. Like COVID just kind of escalated everything. So
yeah. Sick.
Then you take out a loan based off the equity of the house and how much it's gone up, and then you buy another house, and then another house, and then another house. That's what people do, actually. Like you know, you gained like $1 million worth of value. You can literally take that out on equity. You know what I mean? On loans, and go do some other crazy shit. But what was your personal experience with it being a tax shelter? What do you mean by that?
I mean, like, dude, I'm not an accountant. I don't really know how that works, but like I don't know. I guess you get taxed less on real estate than you would like your income. So
absolutely.
I don't really understand too much of it, to be honest. I know more about investing, not so much accounting. But
it's a tax shelter. I just put all my liquid cash there and I keep it
in the beds. It's in the fucking mattress for sure.
So it's a $4 million house. I see you have ceiling tiles. Interesting.
No, you're not wrong, bro. Real estate is definitely the move for anyone that has like money that is just sitting in a bank account. I mean, dude, man, I'm telling you, man, people that have $1 million in a bank account, that shit is dying.
It's dying.
That shit is sitting there being worth less as the minutes fly by. You know what I mean?
And
people
actually,
don't get that.
Speaking of which, the Lamborghini, a lot of people will like, you know, make fun of YouTubers that buy Lamborghinis because it's a depreciating asset, and
like
it's
that
just
profile picture has made me so much money.
No, it's like the YouTuber car or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's a huge misconception with like exotic cars, and actually that they don't really depreciate as much as people think.
Really?
I could actually sell my car right now for more money that I'm
that's
bought
unfair.
It for.
That is unfair to say though.
Yeah.
Because COVID.
Yeah, there are variables.
The whole car market's crazy right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But that's because COVID production.
But who's to say that there's something else in the future that can, the market goes up and down for anything.
I'm saying let's start another pandemic. Let's buy a fuck ton of cars.
Bro, the other thing about cars too is like, even if it is a depreciating asset, which it is like 9 out of 10 times, I'd say you're like the one exception to this. But like when you buy a Lamborghini, the moment you drive it off the lot, there's no fucking way you could sell it for more again. Like obviously outside of this example, but the thing is, when you buy, not lease, when you buy a Lamborghini,
you're supporting
and it becomes,
KSI.
No, shut up.
Okay.
It becomes in your like portfolio, it becomes an asset. And when it loses value at the end of the year, your accountant can be like, okay, well, your asset that was worth this amount actually lost this amount of money worth, so you can like, tax it off.
And what does that put you in a different tax bracket too? Like that's what. Like
I mean, that's all the goal.
Potentially,
not
like
necessarily.
If you yeah,
not that one.
I think past isn't it past 400 is like the highest, right? So, I mean, it depends on what you're making, if it's worth it to you. Sell. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not an accountant, bro. You're asking the wrong guy.
He's like, I just have a Lamborghini. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
How long have you had that Lamborghini?
2 years.
You fuck with it?
Nice.
I love it, bro. So
Dude,
much fun.
I've never been in like cars like that. I don't even think I fit. I don't think
I'll pick you guys up. We'll go for a ride.
True.
Badass. Bro, I'll pick you guys up.
Bro, I don't even think I fit in Lamborghinis.
Oh, you'll fit. Trust.
How tall are you?
6'3".
Oh, are you?
6'3".
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, you seem
just
tall.
fine. Yeah.
I'm 6'2", but my older brother's 6'3", and he got in his friend's Lambo, and he was saying, "Bro, fuck this." Like,
it's scary to drive. It's scary.
Yeah.
What's your daily? Like other than Lambo?
I have a Range Rover.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so you always have a daily, right? When you have a Lambo, like that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're driving that shit everywhere.
Yeah, you cannot daily a
When
Lambo.
do you drive it?
No.
How do you go between that?
What do you mean?
When do you choose to drive the Lambo?
Whenever I get a 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a great answer.
If I don't get a 1 out of 10, I'm not driving it.
He's like, I can't afford the oil change on this bitch with this 10 out of 10, bro. Fuck.
Oh, bro, I love that, bro. I love that we all like change our lives around based off how the YouTube channel's doing, bro.
Bro, my life revolves around my channel's performance, and it sucks. It really does.
Great.
Like,
Stop.
It's driven me insane sometimes, though. Like, it's so bad.
But you love it.
I love it. Yeah, I love
it. Dude, listen, bro. I was just talking to my chat about this, bro. Like, I like sometimes I do this for fun. I don't know if anyone else does this, but like I look at the amount of money I've made, like streaming specifically, right, in a given month, and then I divide it by the amount of hours I streamed, and then that gives you like your hourly wage if this was to be like a real job.
Yeah.
And I was and I did that like last month, and I thought to myself, there is literally probably no other job I would rather do for this amount of, there's like I was thinking, is there anything else I'd rather do that would make me even close to this? And the answer was fucking no. And the thing about that is like you think about it sucks that my life revolves around my YouTube channel, if my views are down, this and that, but bro, imagine literally any other situation, you know what I mean?
That's facts. Yeah.
What'd you just call us?
Yo, clip it.
So 1%.
Yeah.
You've basically paid off all your players' wages, etc., just through the house flip, right? So like it's already a W.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much. Acorn was our only pro, and great kid, by the way. He won FNCS in our team. Let's go.
Twice, right? No, wait.
Once. I think he got second in one of them. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, we actually pay our pros through like our sponsors and stuff. Like, so I mean, the org kind of funds itself.
It's more like a bunch of homies, right? And then you decided to get some comp players.
Yeah.
Like, fucking Baka Bros or Nuke Squad, Branris, like shit like that, right?
Yeah. It's kind of that vibe.
Yeah, like you just like who's on the team? Not too many players, right?
There's we don't have any more pros. Acorn actually just got released.
Why it wasn't worth?
It's hard to say, bro. He's such a good kid and he's a really good competitor. Obviously, that
doesn't change the fact that as a business, like it doesn't make sense.
It as a business, it doesn't. There's really not much of an upside. You know what I mean? Because
I
feel like
money.
I feel like with esports, maybe not Fortnite specifically, but I feel like it's just so, this is my opinion, I feel like it's so saturated to where there's so many orgs now with so many teams, and sponsors just don't even know where to look anymore. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I feel like that's, yeah.
I have a saying when it like comes to merch, like a philosophy, like don't ever release more than 1 or 2 designs, because when there's 8 designs, you're not gonna buy any. You're gonna be so overwhelmed, and even though you want to buy them, you don't know which one to buy, so you postpone it, and then you just don't buy any. But if there's one design, you're going up, you're clicking buy, and you're fucking, it's over. You don't have to decide. There's nothing to think about, you know?
Exactly.
That said, I've never, heard it put in that way in orgs. So it's kind of just homies now, right? Like,
it's just homies, man. It's like, yeah.
How many of you are there?
I'd say about like 8 to 10.
That's
cool. We're not very big. You know what I mean?
Bro, isn't Ducky on 1%?
Yeah,
Ducky,
my boy Ducky.
That's my boy. I love him, bro.
He's the boy.
He was one of the first people that I met in the Fortnite community that was cool. Like he's always
Ducky's
been
great,
he's
bro.
always been he's always been a really
most humble, genuine dude.
Yes,
ever.
yes. I have no
we had
negative.
him on.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch that later.
It's an old one, bro. Shit production, etc.
Dude, he's just I can't say enough positive things about him, bro, because in a community where like Fortnite is inherently pretty toxic, especially him being in the mobile Fortnite community, bro.
Oh my
god.
God.
That man has kept his chin up the whole time, dude.
Yeah.
I've never seen someone so positive before, you know. It's crazy.
And it's not annoyingly positive. Like he's cool too.
No.
Like it's not like fucking in your face, whatever. He's just great guy, likes to smile.
Oh yeah.
When it comes to somebody like that who doesn't own the team, do you still pay people for the content, or is it just through sponsors? It's kind of like you're an agency, basically, right?
Yeah. So I mean, here's the thing, man. I'm gonna be honest about it. Like some players, like they don't get paid. I mean, it's like
I'm not asking for us to say like, oh, you guys like fuck you, like there's a business. Everyone
no, because it's
I'm
not
asking
like
so
that.
people understand like the dynamic, so that like you join something and now you're part of that team. What does a player from an outside perspective, everyone listening, like they want to know how it works.
Yeah.
I'm not asking it to be like, yo, fuck you guys, like look at them take it, because I know like that's how it is in the Fortnite scene, like, oh, they're taking advantage of no, but it's not like that,
Yeah, so I mean, the way, like, okay, so there's a lot of benefits orgs can give to members, and it's either through money or exposure, right? And I know like there's a saying, exposure doesn't pay my bills, which I mean, I understand it. I understand it from both perspectives, but where our case is, the exposure that we provided to our members just by being featured on the channel, I made so many collabs with the new members coming in on my channel, like QT Claps, for example. This kid,
he's pops. He pops.
Yeah, bro, he plays in like all my customs when I used to host them last summer, and he blew up off of that. And we brought him in because we felt like he's connected to our community. He's family, and we brought him in, and that's the gain that we see from our team. And we don't really view it as a team. We kind of just view it as a friend group, really, like just making videos. And And the thing is, a lot of the creators we don't pay them, but we don't ask them to do anything. You know what I mean? We're not going to tell them.
You're
have to
repping
tweet
it.
this
You're
out.
part of the community, and it kind of merged itself. It's like, all right, like just off of that fact, people will fuck with you.
Yeah, and I think it would be unfair for an org to demand sponsorship deliverables and not pay them, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just scamming at that point.
I think that's actually literally illegal.
Yeah, right. And actually, and when we do have a situation where 1% is getting paid from a sponsor, we'll say, hey, Rift, do you want to, post a tweet for the sponsor? We'll pay you for it.
Yeah.
And it works like that. And I think that's pretty reasonable. If creators have a problem with it, then we can talk about it. It's like we're very open with that kind of stuff. And I think more orgs should be open with that stuff too. Like orgs, especially on the pro side, bro, because I know there's so many like under 18 pros that are just like playing for these teams for like $200 a month.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
well, a lot
I
of them,
feel so bad.
Well, a lot of them, that's what they just want an extra buck, bro.
They're like younger kids. It goes back to not knowing your worth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like
That's true.
I'm sure I could have a lot more money if I joined a bunch of random orgs, but it wasn't ever about that. It was like my idea always was, okay, I have so much shit to promote on my own feed. Dude, I'm nonstop tweeting every hour or two. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's either a funny joke or a video on a fucking brand risk vlog channel or a podcast or a fucking gaming channel. So it's like, if I join a team and it isn't it's not worth it for this amount of money or whatever to saturate my feed and kind of like kill the socials with what I'd have to do for them. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of those kids don't care. Like, all right, what's the next team? $200, all right, $1,000. They're just fucking hopping around
team to team. Yeah, for sure.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I felt like that brand recognition mattered more. You know.
100%.
Oh yeah.
100%. I think those are the people that aren't really looking at the long-term effects of what they're doing. They really water down their audience. You know what I mean? They like what you know the investors were trying to do to your page. You know, they watered it down with content that no one gave a shit about because they had to or whatever. They felt like they had to. You know. Yeah. Dude, I also want to say, like, I think it's really, like, just based on hearing how you run the team and talk to, you know, the people involved. It's cool because it sounds like you went from being a member of teams to owning a team, and you have the perspective of being on a team and being treated not correctly. You know what I mean? So, like, now when you have your own team, you're going to make sure to never do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, dude, I'm actually really glad you realized that and brought that up because, you know, I feel like there's so much that I've learned that I just want to tell, like, creators, and that's why I wanted to come on the podcast, bro, because, like,
bro, you're chill as fuck.
Dude,
I
care so much. I care so much about, like, the community, man, and I know, like, because I you know, at some point in my career, I was that kid that wanted to, you know, have a YouTube and all that stuff, and I want kids to have the same path that I did, except without getting screwed over along the way.
Dude, yes, dude. That's what I was talking about earlier when you're like trying to share knowledge with people, things that you went through that they don't have to. You know what I mean? Like, dude, and I mention this, like, pretty often. There was an old philosopher, I don't remember which one it was, but
Aristotle. He said, "Don't ever get scammed in an org." Yeah.
You know, it's funny. It actually might have been him.
You gotta open up a comedy channel.
Bro, that's the irony. It actually might have been him, but basically he said, like, if somebody learns how to make fire and they write it down for you and you don't read it and you try to make fire by yourself, why the fuck didn't you just read the book? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you are that book, you know, which is really cool.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, man.
Yeah.